Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is an episode of Studio Lou Design Team. We're doing the Journal With Me kit for August 2025. It's available on Patreon. And we're doing a little journal that I've since folded. And I sort of had it resting between two anchors like this, sort of give it some of that shape and let it sort of think about that as a permanent shape before I just reefed it in place. We have our 4 signatures selected, and I think we need to sew it in. Sew it in. And once we get it sewn in, then we can rock and roll on getting the pages decorated with pockets and tags and whatnot. Okay, so what am I looking for here? Looking for my Ollie Ollie. Oxen free. I need a piece of paper. I always need a piece of paper. Okay, that'll work. There. This is not what I would call super precise, but it's precise enough. There. Then kind of there. Okay, that's the size. So let's cut that out. No. So I feel like the entire internet is AWOL. And I'm not entirely sure why. Part of it possibly is just summer and everybody's doing things. I had to take a break, not for any poor reason, but I needed to get some I needed to get some work done. But oh, the inconvenience of working. And so that 1, 2, 3, 4. We're sort of going to do that. No, we said 3/8, didn't we? Yeah. That's 1.5 inches. You know what? I am not going to spend a lot of time. I am going to do I'm going to make something up. That is eyeball it. Someone is out there yelling, and I appreciate your yelling. There, good enough. Good enough. There. And what's that for length? 4.5, 2 1/4, and inch and a inch. There we are. And I'm making here's where the holes are going to go template. Okay, put this somewhere. There we are. Line it up like that. No, I'm gonna line it up like that. It's gonna be fine. There we are. I think I need to stand up for this. The weather has been nice, so that's something. I've also had to do some, I'm working on some big gardening. And I am changing what is being grown, where it's being grown, and adding just the smallest itty bittiest bit of landscaping. And I'll tell you what, moving dirt and working full-time is a lot of work. I'm just gonna, can you see that? I don't know if you can. No, you can't. Oh, you can maybe like there. You can see all the little holes. There. Okay, so good job. How am I going to do that? I'm going to do that. Oops. Make sure it's clean. This is what we can do. We'll mark it first, and then we'll punch it. So my first step, I want to make a dye garden, D-Y-E. And I want to make a better food garden, because I have come to really appreciate the idea of going out and getting food and then just bringing it in and eating it is fabulous. And so I need to make some more raised beds. I have a bunch of completely unproductive lilies. I know we're doing this in a different way. Can we wing it? Let's wing it. There, yeah, good job. What else was I saying? It's gonna be centered like that. It's fine. What else? So I'm also, what else am I digging up? I have got some pieces that are growing out of control that I don't use that much of. One of them is oregano. And I know the oregano is really great for the bees, but I'm going to be planting other things that is really great for the bees. So I'm changing their diet, not eliminating it. And no lie, I have observed them at my echinacea, and they are bonkers for echinacea. So that's one of the plants I want to put more of in. So they will be fine. Butterflies also like echinacea. There we go. Okay, so we've got all of that sorted. Okay, now we need to sew. We need to sew. we have? Oh, we have green. Oh, that's all right. Yay me. Well, I say I have green. Are these the bits? Nope. Nope, that's not going to be long enough. That's not going to be long enough. That's a bit. Oh, we were here somewhere. Look at all those knots. Was I doing something? I must have been doing something. No recollection. No recollection. Come on. Oh, there's a knot there. You could cut it off. Yes, you could. Good job. And I also have flowers for, so I have four things that I like to do in my garden. One is food. I also want to try a potato mound because that seems like it's a good idea. So food, scent, flowers, something visually appealing, and dye material. Do I have any more of it? Yes, I do. Before I start sewing. Oh, we are sewing in this. Come on, you can do it. Theoretically, and I don't do this necessarily, but it's for people who want to do a slightly less amount of sewing. You can skip doing this kind of thing and just go in and then back up and then have one thread on one side, one thread on the other side, and then tie it. And it has literally as close to the same effect as you could possibly want. Without the extra sew thing. Because again, we are not making these for industrial use. I know that's long. We're just going to leave it. What else have I been able to get up to? I don't know that I finished talking about the garden yet. So, a friend of mine has sent me some woad. And so she's not a dyer, but she is so amused by saying, "Oh, woad is me." Every single time. It's going to be tight. But we're going to try it anyways, because why not? Oh yeah, we'll be fine. Indigo, and I don't know at all if, I think one of the reasons why I can get away, she says, with this kind of sewing is that I only have 2 sheets of paper. This would be a mess very quickly if you had multiple. So if you are sparky and want to try this, I have given you my health and safety concerns. Oh yeah, we'll be fine. What else did she give me? She gave me woad and indigo. There's a trio. What's the other one? It's the one, madder. Madder takes a jillion years to get sorted, which I'm not super... 3 years from now, I will be sad that I didn't start. Oops. Come on. What else? Seeds are over there and I can't tell. Oh, so far so good. Yeah, it's gonna be a dingy, but that's okay. Okay, I need some more thread. One, two, three. Not about that. Okay. Done. Have I talked about the potato mound? I found a couple of very, very sad potatoes in my fridge. And I live in a great area for organic recycling, for paper recycling, and it occurred to me that I could just chuck it out. And I went, you know what? No, I want to try potatoes, just for grins. Wrong time of the season, do not expect a harvest, etc., etc. I just want to see how it grows. And, to the surprise of no one who grows potatoes, they grew. And I'm excited about that. So that's how I got into the idea of, well, if that grows with that little effort and not a lot of management, then hecker do's, we can absolutely do that as a crop for next year. Where is it? There it is. It's also a plant. So I know what a potato looks like for the, just in case anybody's worried. But I don't know what a potato plant looks like. And my mother, wherever she is looking down on me with a certain amount of, oh my God, how can you possibly be my daughter? Well, I am, Mom. I just don't happen to know what a potato plant looks like. Anyways, she would. She does. And there's a very, very long and intense Irish line in the fam that seems to further the expectation of potato knowledge. I'm sorry. Oh, we're nearly done. Look at us go. Erp. K3N fiber person has a channel. I think I told you this in an earlier video. She did a nettles project, and I kind of want to go foraging to see if I have any nettles in this general area. Also not entirely sure what I am looking for. However, I know they are stinging nettles, so if something stings me, then I'm going to go on the authority that it's probably a stinging nettle. I have a rough idea of what the leaf looks like, etc., etc. But there's currently other obligations that are getting in the way of me just messing around. It's fine. But I did make this a priority this morning. First thing, we got to do at least an hour. Check in with everybody and let all of y'all know that I'm still... Oh, that was way too tight, you silly goober. And I don't need 100. I still haven't fixed that yet. It's entirely doubtful that I ever will. Okay, so that and that. We don't need that anymore. Ruler back. What have we wrought? We have wrought a little book. Hey, yes. Love. Love. Let's do like a flip through. And that flips out, and that flips out. Yeah, okay, I like a lot. Is any of these long? We can make them long. Let's make them long. Come on. Okay, those are the really small bits. And what I want to do is just create a bit of a tie up here. There. Okay, so that is done. I was thinking, and I missed Tuesday. Tuesday was forever ago, and I missed it completely. A Tuesday 10 would have been a great opportunity to go and look at all of these. So what do I want to do? So those are bits of paper. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about that. Oh. We also have this sheet. So I would like to do sheets and pockets. So we could do something with that. I don't know what. And I want it. You know what? Let's do that. I just love the shape. The shape is It could have been a page, but you know what? We're not going to worry. So we're going to do super big and sort of not so big. There. Okay, those are bits of paper that we can use. That's the size of the journal. Tear-offs. Okay, we can use that. Might be able to do something with that, There. Not a preferred image. That's okay. Almost. Ooh, this is a good sheet. I'm going to keep a couple of those together just because I can. Another awesome shape. These are going to be too big. I'll see if I can get away with not printing these again at a smaller size. And if you need to, you absolutely do you. I like those 3 pieces just because they are have a lot of potential. It's not a straight line, I know. I might have to make a second one because there's like images like that that I really would love to be able to use. Yeah, it would work. Oh, this bunny is so sweet. I really like that. It's Polaroid. It's a bun. This is so cool. Wall. We're totally doing that pocket. And I don't know what that is, but I really like it. image kind of creeps me out, and that is okay. Not every piece is going to be for everybody. And that is awesome. Will this be too big? Yes, it will be too big. Bummer. And then this, oh, it's just a blank sheet of paper. And then this, not sure. Okay. So, let's do that. So where's the pocket that I know that I want to do? I want to do that one. So this is all the stuff that we can play around with. Ooh, and this one. Cut and see out. Ta-da! Oops. Come on. Okay, so that's gonna go. It's gonna go like that. And I need to cut that down just the hairiest hairy sliver hair. There. Yep, there we are. Like that and like that. There. Okay. This is, she's got a couple of back to school-y kind of images going on here. This has got pencils in it. Glue, here. Oh my. There's one. There. Adorable. Do I want to put anything in there? So it's going to be down to those. I think one thing I can do is I can fold that up and we can have an unpleat. And the other is that I can just stuff that in there as a single, which I think is fun. Okay, so what do I need for a background? I need a background. And I need a piece of cardboard for the pencil. So let's do the pencil first. Put that there. Okay, I'm just gonna put this in the drawing area there. And then what do I want to do with this? I could air quotes just fold it. I don't want to fold it yet if it doesn't. Here's something. I knew I had bits. I think I'd like to do that because I think that's too short. So we need it a little bit taller, and we can totally do that. So that's what we're going to do. More or less there. Okay, feel like this should be colored with something. We're not going to do that yet because I want to get to this and see what happens with this. Okay, so that was a whole lot of quiet because I was thinking. The opportunities for this kind of image set up this way is really fun. I'll show you in a second. So I want to fold it up and get into its individual pieces, but you could cut it in half and have half tucks and you'd have two of them, or you can cut them into fours and have side tucks. And what a fabulous way to be able to display actual photographs if you put your photographs on top and sort of use these as kind of placeholders. Also super fun. Okay, so what do I want to do first? I want to do that? Well, doesn't fit exactly. We're off to a rough start. You know, it's fine. I want to do that, so I want to fold it this way. Valley. So valley is going this way, I think. Okay, and another valley this way. So essentially I folded an X upways and then I folded an X downways. There. So we can do that. Oops, a daisy. And if you glued it like that, but even if you folded it just like that, just like that, it's kind of, this is a great shape. Will this fit like this? No, it would needs to be like that. Where's it? There. Okay. Don't know what I want to do with her. Let's pull the pencil out. I think we can cut out the pencil. We can cut out the, oh, it's not really dry yet. Just gonna iron it with my hand. Cut out the sheet of paper and maybe start a little bit of coloring. There. Tuck that behind there. Now, where's my envelope? Where's my envelope at? So just a little bit. Let's do this. Somebody, oh, didn't tear this evenly, which is fine. Does not need to be perfect. Is that right? That's not right. That is not right. How was that? Much better. Okay. There. Okay. How do I want to color this? So these are a lot of dark colors. This is a pretty pink. And orange and yellow. Wow, just got distracted. That's what that is. That is distracted. Let's try some crayons. Ooh, look at that. Almost perfect color. Okay, we'll do that first. Let's do the inside. There. I'm gonna spend some time, as I have been previously, working on the notion of using crayons, because crayons is a super accessible tool and it imparts color and doesn't bleed with water. And doesn't rub off on your hands. So I am not trying to make this color. I'm just trying to put a little bit of color in. So just there. Just a little bit of something. Okay, is there anything else that I want to color? I want to do the edges yellow. Is there yellow in here? Just yellow? Oh, it's yellow. It looks green. Never mind. There. That fits very nicely. Then we'll do the last little bit. What color is this? Do white? Where's brown? There's brown. Well, it's got enough white because the blank is there, so let's just do some brown. Oh boy, yeah. Sorry. Squirrel. think what you're trying to do is not, you're trying to trick the eye somehow. Into believing there is a little bit of depth. There. Yep, I'm going to leave it there. And so now we have to fold this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You can measure it. So that's 9. And that's 2. Okay, so without knowing any better, so I'm going to do that because that'll fit, and that is 1 3/4. There it is there. Look at us. Putting it right where it's supposed to be. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay, here we are. And now we're just going to accordion this back and forth. We think. Wow. I could not have done that any better if I had planned it. And we do know that I do love a plan. You flip in, you will. Oh, yes. All right. Yes. And that will fit. And then we've got this. So we're winding up here. So we accomplished a pocket and a writing space and a fun little bit. We have this, which is interesting and also folds out. We've got the signatures sewn in and a little bit more sort of settling of the book, which is fine. And I think we're going to call it here, and we'll be back shortly with another episode. So this has been useful to get back up in the saddle, I tell you that. Anyways, please take very good care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Always love you lots, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.